spirits. It is my pleasure to be sharing this space with you today. I just got a download for y'all. Actually, it's been sitting in my spirit for a few weeks. Spirit was telling me that somebody tried to hex you, right? And they used some incorrect spelling or even just the wrong name outright, or they only knew your first name, something along those lines, okay? And what I saw in the download was that many people across the world who share a same name as you, even if it's a similar spelling, even if it's a different spelling, but it's the same name. So these people around the world who have the similar name as you are experiencing the effects of said spell work or spell casting. Now, um, I'm not exactly sure how that plays out because, usually if you have even just a picture of this, just a vision of the person, or their face, if you can visualize it, or if you're holding them in your mind, then the energy would direct to that person, right? However, that's not what happened here. Okay. So, I found that to be interesting, an interesting concept to think about. Basically, you are still untouched, okay? So whether it was just spirit defending you, kind of like shielding you from these things. Now, um, it ain't up to us how spirit decides to handle that, or kind of like, you know, redirect that energy, okay? It's not up to us. So if other people who have a similar name as you perhaps are out in the world, and maybe they were in alignment to receive whatever it was that these people were intending for you. So I want to know what it was that they were attempting to attack towards the bombshell. Okay, so they wanted to attack your fertility, your beauty, the way that you magnetize people, even just wishes, the way that your wishes are granted. I also feel like, people wanted to attack, you being able to live a good life, whatever. I also feel like they want to take pleasure and joy out of your life. Okay, pleasure, joy, um, like I said, those pleasures. Okay. What else we have here? Definitely wanted to attack the earth element in your life, or your root chakra, and your sacral chakra. There's definitely an energy here of money, finances, stability, body security, body image, balancing your mind. Okay, so we have fourth house, the roots. Okay, I said that they wanted to attack your root chakra. These people wanted to attack your relationships. They wanted to attack your connection to your ancestors. I also feel like too, they literally may have tried to hex your home. Okay, but this definitely feels like they wanted to alienate you somehow, set you apart to make you easily attackable. All right. They also wanted you to forget past life energy, 333 on the clock. So some of this, they didn't want you to be able to access something. So the Akashic records, or they didn't want you to be able to access your own power. Let's get one more card here for what they were trying to attack. Some of you carry a heavy Venusian energy, that a lot of your power is in how you attract, or how you magnetize things to you, okay? You entice things to you. You low-key siren, okay? I said one more card. Let's just do one more. Just one card. They were attacking. Yeah, the butterfly. I also feel like these people wanted to separate you from a twin flame or a soulmate. And I also feel like they wanted you to feel like you were an outcast, that you were just too different from everybody else, too abstract, okay? I also feel like too, they wanted you to feel uneasy. They wanted you to feel uneasy, imbalanced, confused. They definitely didn't want you to be able to kind of like work at the normal pace and capacity that you used to, or that you tend to, okay? Yeah, they wanted you to feel like you were on the outskirts of something, okay? Yeah, then Capricorn at the bottom, because you are a boss. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a one man show. I do feel like you're down to earth. You do what it takes to prepare for things. I say you have a perfect blend of new and old, traditional and innovative. Okay, so these people here, or this person, this is what they were trying to attack. They were trying to attack your discipline, your health, create some type of material or physical instability so that you couldn't be productive. Okay. Anything else? I keep seeing one more card, but I like this energy here. It's telling on everybody. Yeah, Scorpio. So this we have the signs of Capricorn, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio. Now, if this is a small group and you're aware of the group, these could be the signs of these people. Also, I do feel like too. There's a natural affinity for spirituality, or a natural connection to spirit that these people were trying to attack. I also feel like too, they wanted to paint a certain picture of you, right, as manipulative, or somehow like not authentic. Okay. um, yeah, they also wanted to make you come off as sneaky or obsessive. Okay. And then also attacking, kind of like they wanted you to continue to behave. If you were doing this, they wanted to trigger you to behave in unhealthy behaviors when it comes to any type of addiction, sexual, some type of um, um, substance or something like that. Okay, so they wanted you to develop some type of addiction. All right. Now, these things, I'm going to tell you right now, they wanted to, in general, block communication, whether it was what you hear or what you give out, okay? So, either way, what I'm going to say, though, is that because of whatever means that they were using, whatever work they did, it wasn't secure, okay? And so, Spirit is telling me that, I don't know, but jar work is coming up right now. I don't know. But whatever they did, they put you in there, and that name, I don't know if you have a super common name, but it just didn't hit the way they wanted it to hit. Okay. The Virgo energy is coming to say that whatever that energy was, it was alchemized or dispersed in a different way. Okay. I'm hearing they wonder how you did it. Okay. And ironically, all you did was exist, and spirit is just taking care of you. Okay. All right. Too many cards, guys. Okay, what do you want to add here to this reading? Is that it? I feel like that's it. Ten of Wands. Yep, they wanted to burden you. Page of Wands. Yeah, they were offering you things that could be addictive. I also feel like they did some. I also feel like too, you could do some like Ori cleansing, or like, spiritual bath, however you play that out. But these people could still be watching you, still waiting for you to kind of fall, still doing work on you. But yeah, it's already the truth of the matter that them not being, they're not going to be successful. They already are aware of that. However, it's not causing them to stop just yet. So they're trying to send energy your way. So it's funny because they're trying to send demons your way, but you can see these demons. You see them very clearly. Okay. Yeah. Like Loki saying like spoiled offerings or improper work done. Anything else? Five of Cups, yeah, Five of Cups. And this Five of Cups overplayed herself, okay? Trying to one up, Oshun or Oya. Trying to one up her, I want to say her opponent, her competition. She tried to one up someone who her spouse was attracted to, or something like that. She wanted to prove her commitment or prove who she was. The point of this energy is that she went to an extreme to attack an outward battle, as if it wasn't an inward thing. So she attacked, or she cut off her earlobe. She took this extreme measure to make an offering to her husband. and in turn she disgusted him. So again, if people were trying to repel your lovers and things like that, this thing has backfired. And even if it did cause you to feel some type of slowdown or stagnation, the point of the matter is that these people are now looking like Oba, where she went too far. Okay, basically is kind of like the storyline. She went too far out of desperation, out of insecurity. Six of Wands. Okay, so, but yeah, I do see victory over obstacles. Okay, yes. Page of Cups, victory over obstacles. I do feel like you may have some unknown help. You have unknown or unseen helpers in the form of maybe a priest or a teacher, spiritual leader who is working on your behalf. But also, we got Obatala showing up. We got all white. So we got protection energy when it comes to keeping you purified, keeping your mind cool, keeping your head at peace. Okay, so keeping your mind at peace. So this is beautiful energy. Okay. So, Spirit, what message do you want me to close with here? Let's see. Is there something you want me to close with here? Some of you do need to light a candle, or that would be beneficial. Set your intentions, fix it however you see fit, and light that candle, okay? Spirit, how do you want to close this message? Three of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, let's get to it. I'm going to read them directly from the book. However, I will tell you that the Three of Swords is an energy in this deck of working. Yep, yo. So y'all don't have to look at me. Sorry. Taking action out of emotion and then it backfiring. Okay, so the effects of it, not only not being what you wanted from it, but also being kind of like harmful to you or to someone you loved. Okay, because in this Three of Swords, um, he was shooting his arrow into the sky and ended up killing his own mama. So the Three of Swords here. In this card, we find some of the deepest suffering we may encounter in life. It is personal, deep, and lasting. Often in a reading, this card points back to something in the past that has left a permanent wound. Achosi is known to be an expert hunter, able to find and catch or kill animals that others could not. One day, Oliphant, an aspect of the creator, asked him to catch a specific bird for him, which he did. When he brought it home, his mother found it and prepared it for dinner, not knowing why the bird was there. When he came back, he was outraged that the bird was gone and could not figure out who had stolen it. He set out to catch another and brought it to Oliphant right away. When asked what he wanted in return, Achosi said he wanted his arrow to strike dead the person who had taken the first bird. Oliphant granted this wish, so Achosi fired the arrow right in the air and straight into his mother's heart, killing her. When he found out the consequences of his search for justice, he pleaded with Oliphant to bring her back. See, this is speaking to that energy we're talking about misdirected energy or not having all the information or details that you need before you act out of an emotional place. Okay, so this Three of Swords energy is definitely saying that what we thought or assumptions or not thinking something through, okay, allowing our rage to push us to take action instead of processing whatever we need to process, because all it would have taken was a few questions for him to calm down, ask a few questions. He lived with his mama, so the only other person who would know where the bird is his mama, right? So all it took was him to think this through. Also, I feel like when we feel wronged, it's a dangerous place to act out of anyway. So until we take care of how we feel about that wrong, we really shouldn't be trying to act out, okay? Or like respond to the wrong until we know how we feel about the wrong, okay? So the symbolism here in this card is you have an outline of a forest that is obscuring a Chosie's view, that speaks of all the things that are standing in the way of you seeing clearly what is taking place, okay? Or you understanding totally what is happening in the scenario. A beaded bag containing magic and charms and the dead body of Yemaya pierced through the heart, okay? So again, this whole thing of not only shooting your arrow or casting something out without proper direction, instruction, or specifics. Okay, you don't know the specifics. All right, let's get on. Olafin agreed to bring back Yemaya, but we humans aren't so lucky. Many of our mistakes become regrets we carry forever. Worse still, some problems and heartbreak are so hard to resolve that we may even stop living our lives. Regardless of the scale at which this card speaks to you, acceptance and letting go are the only solutions. No resolution or repairs are possible. An old wound preventing your happiness or success, a rash decision with lasting consequences, and the letter or the law that will be carried out. Solutions: make sure you are right before acting, be just, and meditate. Okay, so again, that's a beautiful message here because just one, make sure that you're right. Make sure you're the one that's in the right before reacting too harshly. Okay, and then the other card that came out was the Emperor. So let's see what the Emperor's message is to us. You know, the Emperor does give an energy, you know, when you want to dominate or you want to be the one in power or you want to be the boss. And sometimes that can be challenged by other people around you who are just as innovative, just as powerful, just as creative. Sometimes we can feel challenged by these things, okay? It makes us feel like we have to compete or manipulate the circumstance, okay? The Emperor. The Emperor is not just the king, but the divinely appointed ruler of the earth. Whether determined by spiritual or familial lineage, this person was born to lead. This card is about power and how we handle it. How we treat those who we lead says a lot about our character, as does how we handle the burdens we carry. I'm gonna stop here real quick because this does say that, you know, perhaps the reason for these attacks is because you have a certain call upon you, or it is obvious to people around you. Say people, but y'all know I'm talking spirit realm too, because there be spirits that be trying to attack us because they jealous too. So anyway, I digress. The point of it is that, you know, you may have been called to authority, or you may just carry a certain energy to where, you know that you can get things done. Okay. So anyway, so when a new priest is made, we say that they are crowned with an orisha. In this way, all priests could be considered a ruler in their own right. Yet in this dynamic, they must always work to be worthy of the orisha who is their crown. The act of crowning also brings that person into spiritual lineage, going back into the mists of history. In our formal prayers, we recite the lineage as far back as we know it, asking for those ancestors to guide and bless us. The stories of the Orisha are full of their failings as leaders and the cost to them personally and those they lead. All the Orisha have gained and lost their crown many times along the way. Often it is through humility and making amends that they come to regain it. Sadly, there are many stories in the communities of priests who have followed the more negative traits of their Orisha. For those who go against what they know is right, it is believed their Orishas will hold them accountable, though rarely as quickly as we might believe. Justice demands. Symbolism in the card: an initiate as the emissary of their Orisha in this world. The Orisha holding the crown over the head symbolizes what is given may also be removed. Okay, so in this situation, someone may have wanted you to lose your title, but on the opposite end, if this was someone who has some type of spiritual authority in your walk, then this person has lost their title. This card speaks of the person being read for the person being read for stepping into or already being a leader. How well are you handling this responsibility? Though the card says they are the emperor, they are still a human being. As such, their actions might be less than divinely inspired. Greed, power, control, and improper sexual relationships are all common traps people fall into. This person is in a place to grow their empire and expand their possibilities. To do so, they must be comfortable wielding their power. The emperor does not clean the bathroom or even fight directly. They have people to do these things that need to be done for them and their kingdom. Their time is meant to be focused on the things that only they can do. So this card speaks of promotions, becoming the one who is responsible for everything, a community that needs your leadership, burdens and frustrations, a time where solid boundaries are required. Solutions: pray to the spirits you feel closest to and work to be worthy of their attention. Respect everyone, honor your time, be above reproach, and be fearless. Beautiful. So that's all I got for y'all today. Just remember that when we are seeking resolution to something, because of an emotional feeling. Okay, so remember to make sure that you have a proper understanding of your feelings, and if you have proper understanding of your feelings, then you will be inspired to act in a proper manner, okay, to handle it. All right, peace.